Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmates. Our topic for today is Sociocultural Theory of Lev Vygotsky. The key theme of Vygotsky's is that social interaction plays a very important role in cognitive development. He believed that individual development could not be understood without looking into the social and cultural context within which happens. Scaffolding is Vygotsky's theme for the appropriate assistance given by the teacher to assist the learner as a task accomplished. Ibig pong sabihin, napakahalaga ng role ng cognitive development at naniniwala siya na ang individual development ay kasali sa cultural and social context. At nagiging tuntungan ito para marating ng isang mag-aaral ang kanyang wastong kaalaman or cognitive. Lev Vygotsky was born in Russia in 1896. His work began studying and development to improve his own teaching in his lifetime. He wrote on language, to psychology of art, learning and development, and learning and educating with students' special need.
Zone of proximal development. The zone of proximal development, often abbreviated as ZPD, is the best understood as the zone of the closest, most immediate psychological development of the children that includes a wide range of their emotional, cognitive, and volitional psychological processes. Ang zone ng proximal development, zone, zona o place, proximal, malapit o kapanig, development, pagbuo o paglusong. Na madalas na pinaikling ZPD o mas kilala bilang Zone of Proximal Development, isa sa pinakamahusay na nauunawaan ng pook na malalapit. Pinakaagarang psikolohikal na pag-unlad ng mga bata na kasama ang isang malawak na hanay ng kanilang mga emosyonal, kognitibo, at volitional o pakusa, psikolohikal na proseso.
Scaffolding represent high-quality support na kung saan ito ay isang paraan ng pagtuturo sa mga mag-aaral na matututo ng mas higit pa. And the next one is instructional scaffolding. It is a process through which a teacher adds support for student in order to enhance learning and aim the mastery of tasks. The teacher does this by systematically building on student experiences and knowledge as they are learning new skills. So yon, ang instructional scaffolding daw ay isang paraan ng isang guro na kung saan magbibigay ng suporta sa kanyang mag-aaral. Dahil ang isang guro ang siyang magsisilbing tulay patungo sa panibagong kaalaman ng isang bata. Ang guro ang siyang magsisilbing paraan para makamit ng isang bata ang kanyang minimikhi at para makalagap ng panibagong impormasyon. Example ko na lang sa loob ng bahay natin. Ang ating nanay ang siyang nagsisilbing ilaw ng tahanan na kung saan na siya lang ang pwedeng humawak sa atin. Siya lang ang may karapatan dumikta sa atin. Kung ano ba yung mga dapat nating gawin, kung ano bang dapat nating matutunan, kung ano bang dapat nating gawin sa loob ng bahay. So, yun. Doon pumapasok yung instructional scaffolding. Yung mismong ina mo ang siyang magiging paraan para makalagap ka ng panibagong kaalaman. At sa ganon, at para sa ganon, matutunan mong tumayo sa sarili mong paa. So,
another definition of scaffolding. Scaffolding is breaking up in the learning in chunks and providing a tool or structure with each chunk. When scaffolding reading, for example, you might preview the text and discuss key vocabulary, or chunk the text and then read and discuss as you go. Simply put, scaffolding is what you do first with kids. For example, a 5-year-old child knows how to ride a tricycle. However, she can't ride a bicycle with 2 wheels. Without his grandfather holding onto the back of her bike. With his grandfather's help, this little girl learns to balance her bike. With some more practice, she can ride the bike on her own. In this scenario, we can say that the child is in the zone of proximal development for riding a bike. When Vygotsky was a young boy, he was educated under a teacher who used the Socratic method. This method was a systematic question and answer approach that allowed Vygotsky to examine current thinking and practice higher level of understanding. This experience, together with high interest in literature and his work as a teacher, led him to recognize social interaction and language as two central factors in cognitive development. His theory became known as the socio-cultural theory of development. So, yung Socratic method, the classroom experience is a shared dialogue between teacher and students in which both are responsible for pushing the dialogue forward through questioning.
Social interaction. Vygotsky truly stressed the fundamental role of social interaction in the development of cognition. Vygotsky, 1978, has believed strongly that community plays a central role in the process of making meaning. Vygotsky has developed a socio-cultural approach to cognitive development. Social interaction, according to Vygotsky, 1978, much important learning by the child occurs through social interaction with a skillful tutor. The tutor may model behaviors and or provide verbal instruction for the child. Vygotsky refers to this as cooperative or collaborative dialogue. The child seeks to understand the action or instruction provided by the tutor, often the parents and teacher. Then internalize the information using to guide or regulate their own performance. For example, memory in young children, this is limited by eventually through interaction within the socio-cultural environment. These are developed into more sophisticated and effective mental processes or strategies, which he refers to as higher mental function, showing the zone of proximal development. Knowing your potential, originally proposed by theorist Lev Vygotsky, the zone of proximal development, or ZPD, is a component of the social cognitive theory. There are two potential level capability and actual level capability. ZPD. According to Vygotsky, the zone of proximal development is the distance between the actual development level as determined by independent problem solving by the level of potential development as determined through problem solving under adult guidance or in collaboration with more capable peers.
Good morning, everyone. My topic for today is all about Kholberg's stages of moral development. But first of all, let's define who is Lawrence Kholberg. Lawrence Kholberg was an American psychologist best known for his theory of the stages of moral development. He served as a professor in the psychology department at the University of Chicago and at the Graduate School of Education at Harvard University. So, Kholberg's theory holds that moral reasoning the basis for ethical behavior. So there are 6 developmental stages. Each stages are responding to moral dilemmas. So let's define why is Kholberg's theory important. Well, it is an important part of the socialization process. This term refers to the way people learn what society considered to be good or bad. So Kholberg's 6 stages were grouped into 3 levels. First is, the level 1 is the pre-conventional, level 2 is conventional, and level 3, which is post-conventional. Each level has 2 stages. In level 1, there's 2 stages, level 2, 2 stages again, and level 3 is 2 stages, for a total of 6 stages.
Cite how the theory of moral development can be applied to your work as a teacher later on. Lawrence Kholberg's Stages of Moral Development offers a framework to help your students reflect upon and evaluate their own behavior and motivations. Teachers work really hard to manage their students' behavior and create a respectful, constructive classroom environment.
Research in moral education. Goal of moral education is to encourage individuals to develop to the next stage of moral reasoning. Moral reasoning, moral dilemmas are challenging because there are often good reasons for and against both choices. For instance, one could argue that it is okay to kill one person if it would save 5 because more people would be saved, but killing itself is immoral. All judgments and decisions are often driven by automatic affective responses rather than explicit reasoning. Judgments and decisions are often driven by automatic affective responses rather than explicit reasoning. However, it remains unclear whether subsequent reasoning can lead people to change their initial decision. Ito ay iyong kay Robin Hood. Nagnanakaw siya para makatulong sa mahihirap. Kung ikaw si Robin Hood, itutuloy mo pa rin bang magnakaw gayong alam mong mali ito, ngunit kapalit naman ng paghihirap ng mga taong umaasa sa iyo?
My topic for today is all about the stage of Kholberg and Vygotsky. Like stage 1, sa stage 1, tinatawag nating law or punishment sa isang tao kung nagawa siya ng mali at sa hindi sinasadyang mangyari. Example, sa bata, pag gumawa siya ng isang bagay na hindi kaaya-aya, hindi niya ito uulitin o gagawin pa ulit. Then, stage 2, my reason for being good for you is that you will be good back to me. Example, gumawa ka ng mabuti sa iyong kapwa, pag ikaw din humingi ng tulong, tutulungan ka nila. Stage 3. Dito natin nakikita o napapansin ang isang tao kung tama ba ang kanilang ginagawa o hindi. Example, sa community, dapat maging active or good citizens tayo. Kung gumagawa tayo ng mabuti sa kanila and be cooperative and at gagawin natin ng maayos ito.
So, yun nga, dun sa stage 4 is
example ni Kholberg sa stage 4. Example, dito is the greater good to maintain rules to protect the members of the society. Dito naman sa stage 5 ay protektahan niya ang rights ng kanyang asawa. Sinasabi dito na hindi ko ninakaw ang pinagbabawal na gamot kahit nasaktan ako ng sobra. Dahil naniniwala ako sa karapatan ng aking asawa na ang droga ay valid pero nababalance pa rin niya ito against the rights of druggies. Yun yung example ng stage 5. So, yun nga, ito naman yung example ni Kholberg sa stage 6. I will steal the drug and administer it to my wife, and then turn myself into the police. I will demand that I be punished to the full extent of the law. While stealing is reprehensible, my ethical principles value life above property, and therefore to be true to myself and to life itself, I must break the lesser law in order to follow the greater good. Okay, so naalala nyo ba yung sa stage 4 yung examples? Sa stage 4, yun naman yung sa yung greater good niya, nami-maintain niya in the rules para sa mga miyembro ng ating society. Then sa stage 5 naman, yung example doon, yun yung rights ng kanyang asawa. But dito sa stage 6, dito yung umamin na siya na nagnakaw siya ng droga at kasabwat din ang kanyang asawa. Pero pagkatapos na binigay yung drugs sa kanyang asawa, yung sarili niya, trainer niya sa mga pulis para siya iparusahan dahil sa kanyang pagnanakaw. Then dito, nasunod niya na yung must break the lesser law in order to follow the greater good. So dito, hindi niya nasunod yung greater good para sa sarili niya. So, dito na po nagtatapos ang aming report tungkol sa Vygotsky'S and Kholberg.
Matthias, been wondering.
I love the way she makes me smile, she makes me smirk.